The Galactic Federation, a coalition of advanced civilizations from various star systems, had long sought to foster understanding and cooperation among its members. Among its many initiatives was an interstellar exchange program, allowing students from different worlds to learn from one another. When the program reached Earth, a planet newly inducted into the Federation, it piqued considerable interest across the galaxy. On the planet Sylar, a group of alien students eagerly prepared for their journey to Earth. Sylar, known for its peaceful and academic society, had never experienced warfare in its long history. The students were curious about Earth's turbulent past and the resilience of its people. Leading the group was Professor Tular, a renowned historian who specialized in studying war and conflict despite his world's pacifistic nature. His students, including the bright-eyed young Xylari named Leora, were excited yet apprehensive. The stories they had heard about Earth's battles were both fascinating and terrifying. As their sleek, silver shuttle approached Earth, the students marveled at the blue and green orb. The planet looked peaceful from space, a stark contrast to the violent history they were about to study. Upon landing, they were greeted by Dr. Emily Carter, the leading historian and cultural ambassador. "Welcome to Earth," she said warmly. "We have much to show you." The students were taken to a state-of-the-art facility, the Global History Institute, located in the heart of Europe. Here, Earth's rich and tumultuous history was preserved and studied. The Institute had curated a special program for their alien guests, focusing on humanity's most significant battles and conflicts. Dr. Carter led the first session, which was an introduction to Earth's ancient wars. "We will begin with the wars of antiquity," she announced. From the battles of ancient Greece and Rome to the conquests of Alexander the Great and the struggles of the Chinese dynasties. The students listened in awe as she described the strategies, the bravery, and the sheer scale of these ancient conflicts. Holographic displays brought these historical events to life, showing legions of Roman soldiers, Greek phalanxes, and Chinese warriors clashing in epic battles. Lyora, fascinated by the stories, raised a hand. "Dr. Carter, how did these ancient civilizations manage to wage such large-scale wars without the advanced technology we have today?" Dr. Carter smiled. "Ingenuity, resourcefulness, and human tenacity. They used what they had to the fullest, and while their technology was primitive by our standards, their understanding of tactics and strategy was remarkably sophisticated." Professor Tular added, "It is indeed remarkable. In our studies, we often overlook the importance of these early conflicts in shaping a civilization's identity and resilience." As the days passed, the students delved deeper into Earth's military history. They learned about the medieval wars, the age of exploration and conquest, and the rise and fall of empires. Each era brought new lessons and insights into the human capacity for both destruction and perseverance. One evening, while exploring the Institute's extensive archives, Leora came across a section dedicated to World War II. She was struck by the images of destruction and the stories of heroism. How did humanity survive such a devastating conflict? She wondered aloud. Dr. Carter, who had joined her, said, "World War II was indeed one of the darkest periods in our history, but it also brought out the best in many people. Acts of courage, sacrifice, and unity were as much a part of that war as the battles themselves. It taught us valuable lessons about the horrors of war and the importance of striving for peace." Leora nodded, deep in thought. "I can see now why understanding your history is so important. It's not just about the battles, but the lessons learned and the progress made." As the exchange program continued, the Xylari students gained a profound appreciation for Earth's history. They saw how humanity's experiences had shaped their society, instilling a sense of resilience and determination that had carried them through countless challenges. For Lyora and her peers, the study of Earth's battle history became more than an academic pursuit. It was a journey of understanding the indomitable human spirit. They left Earth with a newfound respect for the planet and its people, eager to share their experiences and the lessons they had learned with their fellow exilari. The Galactic Federation's exchange program had succeeded in its goal, fostering a deeper connection between two very different worlds and highlighting the value of learning from one another's histories. The next segment of the exchange program focused on the Renaissance and Enlightenment periods, times of great intellectual, artistic, and scientific advancements in human history. The exilari students were fascinated by the dramatic shifts in thought and culture that took place during these eras. Dr. Carter guided the students through the sprawling halls of the Global History Institute, which housed countless artifacts and interactive exhibits from these transformative centuries. The Renaissance was a rebirth of art, science, and philosophy, she explained. It was a time when humanity began to question old beliefs and explore new ideas. Holographic displays brought to life the masterpieces of Leonardo da Vinci, the astronomical discoveries of Galileo Galilei, and the revolutionary ideas of thinkers like John Locke and Voltaire. The students were particularly intrigued by the concept of the scientific method, which laid the groundwork for modern science and technology. Leora marveled at a hologram of the Mona Lisa. "It's incredible how one painting can capture so much mystery and emotion," she remarked. Professor Tular nodded. Art and science were intertwined during this period. The pursuit of beauty and truth often went hand in hand, driving innovation and discovery. As they explored further, the students learned about the Enlightenment's emphasis on reason, individualism, and skepticism of traditional authority. They saw how these ideas sparked political revolutions and social reforms, reshaping societies and governance structures. Dr. Carter led them to a display featuring pivotal documents like the Magna Carta, the Declaration of Independence, and the French Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen. These documents were milestones in the fight for human rights and democracy, she said. They represent humanity's enduring quest for freedom and equality. The students were impressed by the courage of individuals who had challenged oppressive regimes and fought for their beliefs. They saw how these struggles for liberty had paved the way for the democratic systems that many societies enjoy today. One evening, after a day filled with lectures and exhibits, the students gathered in the Institute's library. They discussed the impact of the Renaissance and Enlightenment on human civilization. "Her pursuit of knowledge and truth is truly inspiring," said Leora. "It's amazing how these periods of intense creativity and intellectual exploration transformed their world." Professor Tular added, "Indeed, the Renaissance and Enlightenment remind us that progress often comes from questioning the status quo and daring to imagine new possibilities." The students realized that the human capacity for critical thinking and innovation was a key factor in their resilience. It was this ability to adapt, learn, and evolve that had enabled humanity to overcome so many challenges throughout history. The program continued with a focus on the Industrial Revolution and the advent of modern warfare. These periods showcased humanity's incredible technological advancements and the profound impact of industrialization on society. Dr. Carter introduced the students to the steam engine, the spinning jenny, and other inventions that had revolutionized industries and transformed economies. The Industrial Revolution was a time of rapid change, she explained. It brought about unprecedented growth and progress, but also significant social upheaval. The students saw how factories, railways, and telegraphs had connected the world in new ways, leading to urbanization and changing the fabric of human life. They also learned about the darker side of industrialization, including child labor, poor working conditions, and environmental degradation. "The Industrial Revolution had its costs," said Dr. Carter, "but it also set the stage for many of the technological advancements we enjoy today." The discussion then shifted to the world wars of the 20th century. The students were shown harrowing footage of trench warfare, aerial dogfights, and the devastating impact of nuclear weapons. The scale and destructiveness of these conflicts were almost unimaginable to the exilari, who came from a peaceful society. Leora was particularly moved by the stories of soldiers and civilians who had endured the horrors of war. "It's heartbreaking to see the suffering caused by these conflicts," she said. Yet there are also so many stories of bravery and resilience. Dr. Carter nodded. The world wars were indeed tragic, but they also brought about significant changes. They led to the formation of international organizations aimed at promoting peace and cooperation, like the United Nations. The students learned about the post-war reconstruction efforts and the global movements for decolonization and civil rights. They saw how humanity had strived to build a better world from the ashes of destruction. One evening, as they reflected on their studies, Leora asked, "What drives humans to keep fighting, even in the face of such overwhelming adversity?" Professor Tular replied, "It is their hope and determination. Despite the tragedies, humans possess an indomitable spirit that pushes them to rebuild and strive for a better future." The students left the session with a deep appreciation for the complexities of human history. They saw how the interplay of innovation, conflict, and resilience had shaped the modern world, and they marveled at the strength and ingenuity of the human spirit. The final part of the program focused on humanity's ventures into space and the technological advancements of the modern era. The students were excited to learn about this new frontier and how it had changed the course of human history. Dr. Carter began with the space race, a period of intense competition between the United States and the Soviet Union. The launch of Sputnik in 1957 marked the beginning of humanity's journey into space, she explained. It was a time of great excitement and innovation. The students watched holographic reenactments of historic events, such as Yuri Gagarin's first manned spaceflight, the Apollo moon landings, and the construction of the International Space Station. They saw how these milestones had inspired generations of scientists, engineers, and dreamers. Lyra was particularly fascinated by the stories of astronauts who had risked their lives to explore the unknown. They had such courage to venture into the void of space, she remarked. It's incredible to think about the challenges they faced. The program also covered the development of space technologies, including satellites, space probes, and the Mars rovers. The students learned about humanity's efforts to explore other planets and the search for extraterrestrial life. Dr. Carter highlighted the collaborative nature of modern space exploration. The International Space Station is a testament to what we can achieve when we work together, she said. It's a symbol of international cooperation and the shared quest for knowledge. The students were also introduced to contemporary issues such as climate change, renewable energy, and the ethical implications of advanced technologies. They saw how humanity continued to innovate and adapt to address global challenges. One evening, as they gazed at the stars from the Institute's observatory, Leora mused, "Humans have come so far, from ancient battles to exploring the cosmos. Their journey is truly remarkable." Professor Tular agreed. Indeed, the human story is one of resilience, curiosity, and an unyielding drive to push the boundaries of what is possible. As the program drew to a close, the students felt a profound connection to the people of Earth. They had gained a deeper understanding of humanity's struggles, triumphs, and enduring spirit. The exchange program had not only broadened their knowledge, but also inspired them to look at their own history and future with new eyes. Returning to Psylar, the students shared their experiences with their fellow citizens. They spoke of the lessons learned from Earth's past and the hope they saw in humanity's future. The Galactic Federation's exchange program had succeeded in fostering mutual respect and admiration between two very different worlds. Through their studies, the Psylari had come to see that despite the vast differences in their histories and cultures, they shared common values of perseverance, innovation, and the quest for a better future. The exchange program had shown them that there was much to learn from one another, and that together, they could build a brighter future for all.